Hello, my name is Dr. Yaya Sissoko. Today we're going to talk about chapter 13, the cost of production. What are costs? Before we talk about costs, let's talk about previous chapter, including chapter 4, where we talk about supply and demand. So supply is the producer or seller side. They are the businesses who are going to provide the goods and services to the market. We have you know thousands of businesses like IBM providing IBM providing computer to the market, General Motor providing automobile or cars to the market, farmer providing dairy product, including milk to the buyer, and so Apple providing Apple iPhone or MacBook to the buyer. So one thing which is interesting is the law of supply. What is the law of supply? We talk about law of supply that it's the positive relationship between the price and the quantity supply. As price goes up, so producers supply more, quantity supply will increase. As price goes down, the supply less and quantity supply will decrease. So let's begin with the industrial organization. So we talk about how firms make decisions about prices and quantity depend on the market condition so they face it. What are the market conditions? Market condition, for instance, will be the market price, the price, they're going to sell the product to the buyer. If that price change, then this will change also the decision they make. The market condition also will depend on the price of so the input or resources they use. For instance, labor. If wages goes up, they're going to produce less because it cost them more. If transportation costs increase it, they're going to produce less too. Okay, so also the market condition depend on the technology. They have a new and better technology, they'll be able to produce more. So the market condition will be the key, to how firm are going to make decision. But based on that, we have to make one important assumption. The assumption is that the goal of any firm is to maximize profit. Maximize profit, meaning that making more money. So what is profit? Profit is determined by you take a total revenue business make minus the total cost. Total revenue is when business produce the product, they take it to the market, they sell it to buyer. So the money they make for selling the production to the buyer is called revenue. So you take the total revenue, you subtract the total cost, and you get the profit. The total cost includes, for instance, the cost of wages, worker, the cost of the material, the cost of the capital, transportation cost, so the cost of the rent they pay, so and so on and so forth. So what is total revenue? Total revenue, TR, equal to the price, the market price, time the output or quantity sold in the market. It's the money that firm receive for selling the output in the market. So and so therefore it's a quantity of output that firm produces time the price at which it sells the output. So total cost. What is total cost? TC. Total cost is a market value of the input a firm used to produce, so in its production. For instance, in example, total cost would be what they pay the worker, wages, for instance, how much they pay for the machinery, how much they pay for the insurance or the rent, for instance, so so how much they would pay for the supplier, or transportation cost, for instance. Costs are also considered as opportunity costs. The cost of something that you must give up to get something else. For instance, So instead of business is spending the money on paying wages, they could use that money to buy machinery. They could use that money for transportation costs, for instance. Okay. So also, the film cost of production include what? All the opportunity costs of making its output of goods and services. So the cost can be broken down into explicit costs and implicit costs. So explicit costs, direct payment in dollar, for instance, you know how much you pay your worker, that's the explicit cost. How much business you pay for the machinery, that's explicit cost. Implicit costs, those are, so sacrifices, so now, and so there is no direct payment. Those are sacrifices that the business owner had to make. For instance, if a business, so owner is working for the business by, business just started, doesn't get paid, so the salary that the owner is giving up to let the business, so grow, it's called implicit cost. For instance, the business owner to start a business will bring his own money to start the business. That's also implicit cost because the owner could use them, deposit that money into the bank and then earn interest on that. Okay, so those are implicit costs. For instance, if it's a business owner own, so a place, he has a house, he's started his business at his house, then he's using one of his room as the office, then he doesn't pay rent for that office. That also is an implicit cost. So explicit costs are input costs that require an outlay of money by the business firm. These costs will require direct payment. Example of explicit cost are, so wages paid to the worker or transportation cost, for instance. On the other hand, implicit costs are input costs that do not require an outlay of money. So example are implicit cost would be, for instance, wages of the owner, that is giving up, it doesn't get paid for that wages, for instance. Rent that is not collected by the business owner for using its own, house, for instance. These implicit costs are ignored by accountant. Total cost, so it consists of explicit cost plus implicit cost. One example for implicit cost is the cost of financial capital as an opportunity cost. So, for instance, the money the owner bring in the capital, the owner could put that money in the bank and earn interest on that money, but they giving up the interest on that financial capital. So the, that's a saving. They could earn interest on the saving, but they invested that money in the business. Therefore, by giving up the interest rate on the capital, this is an example for implicit cost. And then accounting do not include implicit cost in computing the total cost. What is the difference between economic profit and accounting profit? Economic profit equal to total revenue minus the total cost. So where total costs include both explicit and implicit costs. On the other hand, accounting profit include only, so equal to total revenue minus total explicit cost. Accounting profit does not include, so implicit cost. Therefore, accounting profit would be usually greater than economic profit. Figure one talk about economics versus accountant. So for an economist, total profit, economic profit equal to total revenue minus the total opportunity cost, where total opportunity cost equal to explicit cost plus implicit cost. On the other hand, and for an accountant, accounting profit equal to total revenue minus explicit cost. Therefore, you can see that accounting profit, which is this much, is greater than economic profit, which is that much.